Hi, Howard Dragons. It's Mrs. Bagnall here in the music room. Today we are going to review all of our music notes and we're going to see how many sounds are on a beat for each kind of music note. I'm going to flip my camera around and show you that I have 4 circles: orange, red, green, and blue. Let's pretend like these are beats of music. As I touch each circle, can you pat your lap? Ready, go. Now let's add some sounds to each beat. I'm going to use these white poker chips. If I put one sound on each beat, that's kind of like ta, or our quarter note. So this time, when I point to the circles, can you clap one time each time I touch the circle for quarter note ta? Ready, clap. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Easy. If I add 2 sounds on a beat, do you know what kind of music note that might be? 2 sounds on a beat. What do you think? If you thought T, T, or eighth notes, you're correct. Now when I touch the circle, clap your hands twice for T, T. Clapping hands, and here you go. T, 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 T. What would happen if I added, this is getting really silly now, 4 sounds on a beat? Can you think of a music note that has 4 fast sounds on one beat? If you said ticka ticka or 16th notes, you're correct. If you can imagine using a pencil, drawing those sticks and 2 lines at the top, it's ticka ticka. Get your clapping hands ready. You're going to have to clap really quick. You could even pat your legs instead. Ticka 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 ticka, here we go. Ticka 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 ticka. There is one music note that we've practiced that is really long. It takes up 2 beats. I'm using one of our scarves from the music room to stretch across 2 beats. Do you remember what that music note was called? Oh yeah, a half note. And for that one we said ta. It lasts for 2 beats. Just like that scarf connects those 2 beats. Let's see if we can clap this rhythm. Here we go. Ticka 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 ta. Ticka 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 ta. Ticka 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 ta. Cool. Well, before Mrs. Bagnall says goodbye, I'm going to see if I can trick you with a rhythm. I'm going to use all my poker chips here. Let's see if you can guess what I'm making. There's my rhythm. Do you know how to clap it? I noticed that last blue beat has no poker chip on it. Can you think of a music symbol that shows us no sound? Oh yeah, that squiggly thing, it's called a rest. When there is 0 sounds on a beat, that's a rest. Let's see if you got it right. Clapping hands ready, and here you go. Ti ti ticka ticka ta. Ti ti ticka ticka ta. Are you clapping? Ti ti ticka ticka ta. Ti ti ticka ticka ta. Nice job. So remember, boys and girls, a quarter note, 1 beat of sound. Eighth notes, 2 sounds on a beat. 16th notes, 4 sounds on a beat. Half note, a long note that lasts for 2 beats, ta. And a silent beat is called a rest. To finish your lesson today, you have a short quiz about those music notes. Can't wait to see what you send me. Bye, boys and girls.